Thank you, Guruji. So I think, you shared the idea of our grand narrative, our possible national identity. I think sometimes it's also good to know about the others. So how would you characterize the identity of others? And that characterization can happen in various different ways. You can talk in national terms, America, China, Japan, or whatever. You can talk in geographical term, Western, Oriental. Somehow Africa doesn't get a mention, and I would want to know from you what you think about them. They are a big nation, but no one ever talks about them. So what would you say about whoever is not Indian, so to say, in whichever way you want to share, so that we understand the broader picture as well?
Yes. See, this is how it should be seen. That in contemporary times, you see, our progress is being defined in a very pejorative sense, in a very material sense. But that affects if a certain continent has so many countries who are being, I would say, defined as poor despite having so much natural resources. So, Africa, how much similarity we have. Here you all are exposed to Advaita Vedanta. If you read African Ubuntu, it is same. In fact, I can give you one story, what happened one time, then I will come to it. Somebody wanted to test how Africans behave. They thought these are very backward people. They don't know anything. So somebody came and brought few children together. And he dangled a fruit, say banana, in front of them and told whosoever comes first till this tree, he will get this banana. So they was thinking on their own Western sense that this is what going to happen. One child will come and pick the banana. Let me see who is the robust one, who runs faster. Maybe they wanted to see tests, because Africans, as you say, they are seeing how physically strong they are. Everywhere you see, when it comes to sports, America, France, anywhere you see. So that reflects very poorly on that civilization in which this is happening, not on those people, those who are doing it as individuals. So anyway, coming back to the story, so they dangled this banana before the children. But what happened? The children just pronounced the word Ubuntu and caught hold the hands of one another and ran together. So they say we all came first here, so we all need to have the banana. Now, tell me on the map of the earth today, which civilization is giving this message to the world? That this is what called seeing as same. Seeing everybody as you are seeing yourself. So, see, human hearts have so many mysteries hidden there. Who have discovered to what an extent treasure is within you? We don't know how Africans have discovered how they are, but materially, as I said, progress we have defined in a very material sense, and that is affecting their life. Because if you are very rich at heart, but your survival is not happening, that heart itself is not going to survive because of the mechanizations of the economy, because you are trying to portray somebody that they are backwards, they do not. And somebody else, no. And just by saying that, you want to bring them to equality in words only. So, who is indulging into double standards here? Africans or the rest of the world? So, these are very inconvenient questions. How much respect I have for Africa, I cannot express. But what happens to the naturally abundant geographies when they try to preserve that and the people with the mindset of exploitation nature instead of trying to milk the nature, those two cultures when clash, those two sets of behavior, those two mindsets come fist to fist with each other or in front of each other, then this is the kind of scenarios that are created. So, we have not cultured our hearts properly. We have become sophisticated through this education in words, but our deeds are still primitive. And some, their education may be primitive, but their deeds are not. Their deeds are the most modern in that sense. So these definitions we make, and we try to make people run through our systems according to our definitions, then people are not comfortable with that. So journey of the civilizations happened in various ways. Once we got separated, as we see it spiritually, then we started doing this us versus them, which is happening everywhere. So we need an education which bridges this gap. That is my hope. I am pinning my hope on that education, because it is the education that can play a very prominent role in bringing people from all continents together in mind, deed and work. Otherwise, this is the scenario which we are facing, that more than opportunity, despite this technology coming into play, look how far off we are sitting from one another, but we can still converse. So today this facility is there, that if you have the right message, it can be spread, dished out to whole world. So what we used to call Akashvani, today we are seeing that materially happening. And you think, no, how there must not be something like Akashvani. By doing a little journey, if you could do this much, why are you putting a question mark on things on the path you have not traveled at all? It is not a sign of a wise man to close the possibilities. Sign of a seeker and wise man is to keep the possibilities maximizing, that we do not know what is there. That is how you explore the unknown. If you close yourself, no, I have come to know everything. Now there is nothing. So how many times you have seen this through history? Somebody comes, oh, this is the last. Nothing needs to be explored further. Everything what was to be invented has been invented. Whatever was to be discovered has been discovered. Afterwards, discoveries and discoveries over discoveries are happening. So, in that way, this is the hope we are seeing in front of us, that we make these challenges, we turn into an opportunity, and make all the civilizations go through their journeys backwards also and see from where they are emanating. It is possible, but it is possible only through spirituality. Materially, always that handicap is going to be there, because even if you want to create yesterday's picture, all of us who are here will not create the same picture. How can we create a material picture exactly same it is, which has happened thousands years back? It's not possible. But spiritually, it is possible. So this is how I am seeing it.